If you are a B2B service-based business owner and you are looking to gain more clients, create more impact and more revenue in your business, tune in to Amplify Your Marketing Message with Campbell Rapin. Every week, we're going to take you through how to build an audience of buyers, mastering your marketing message, and making offers that convert consistently. We'll see you all on the inside. Welcome back, everybody. I am here to talk about the elephant in the room this week, which is why you have this expectation that you need to figure everything else out on your own. Because truthfully, that is why you are making it way harder than it needs to be to create the client growth in your business, to see consistency in your revenue, and to have a profitable, thriving business, regardless of what's happening in the economy. So today on Amplify Your Marketing Message, I want to address that elephant and talk to you about the fact that you do 100% need to be in rooms and surrounded with thinking partners who have been where you want to go. Because modeling behavior is the fast track to success. If you want a flood of high quality leads, you need to understand and spend time with somebody who has a track record of delivering that. If you want to move into new markets, you need to work with people and be around conversation where that is an everyday occurrence. And you need to be in a room where, truthfully, you feel like the dumbest person in it, because you are. And that is 100% what you should be looking for. I've seen a lot of chatter in social media in the last 3 months because the rubber's hit the road. We are no longer in the time of year where it feels incredibly just optimistic, because it's the start of a new year and we have easy free passes to the transgressions of inactivity, bad habits, and a lack of knowledge to excuse away the reality of where we stand in our business. The rubber is hitting the road. There's a lot of economic changes. There's a lot of people who are selling you on the fact that the sky is falling. Well, the sky is not falling for everybody. And if you're surrounded by people who believe and are seeing the sky fall, get out of the room. My friends, you're in an earthquake zone. Get out. The truth is, you do need to be surrounded by people who are farther ahead on their business journey than you are. You should be actively seeking out people who see a bigger vision for you personally, for you in your business, and who don't blink an eye when you have a crazy, wild idea. That is where freedom lies. And you need to be exposed to higher level capacity so that you can go to new levels. And that means you need to get out of the room of enlightenment that you are in. One of the things that I do every quarter in my business is assess where I'm spending my time, because you've heard me talk about it here on this podcast. Your number one priority is selling, and your number two priority is getting into room to meet your next buyer and having a strategy to move them from curious to paid client. So if you're in rooms that do not have people that are moving, succeeding, connecting, and growing in a way that you want to grow, what the hell are you doing in that room, my friend? Get out. And truthfully, you also need to be aware of where you've slid backwards into the room of comfort and say, I belong to that networking room because they're my friends. I belong to that community or membership base because it sounded like a good idea. And even though I'm not really using it to its full advantages, it still in theory sounds like a good idea, and someday I'm going to get more back involved. And truthfully, it's not a priority. I had a client come to me about 6 months ago in my business, somebody I've known for a long time, and this was the thing that rattled her cage most when I talked to her about the state of the nation as it relates to her business. And I said, where are you spending time? She's in the wrong networking group. They're not movers. They're friendships who go out for lunch. She was talking to me about the fact that she spends money to speak on platforms and stages that are not where her buyers are. She wants to sell in the world of corporate, and her business communities are entrepreneurs and, most importantly, solopreneurs who are buying themselves a job. And that level of thinking, that level of movement, that level of capacity is not serving her. And she said, I don't know, I feel so comfortable there that what you're saying is making me uncomfortable. And I said, welcome to the party. You've just received a wake-up call. So I said, every quarter I audit, where am I spending time? And the biggest thing that deters your success is staying in the wrong room, the room of enlightenment, where you're a likable expert, and not in the room of discomfort, in the dark, where people are searching and looking for you to be the must hire. So if you get your head around the fact that you need to role model and you need to be in rooms that rise your expectations, how do you do it? Well, truthfully, I am a business mentor, and I want to give you some tips, because the thing I've seen a lot of chatter on the social media posts is because the rubbers hit the road, they're like, I need help. And everyone thinks that mentorship is free. Wake up. You get what you pay for. That doesn't mean that you don't get a lot of free resources. This podcast is a free resource. But truly, if you want to take implementation, raise the game, and get clients in your business consistently, the smart money is not just taking the free resources of a podcast or an event I'm at. It is hiring me to help you, because I have been where you want to go. And whether that is reaching for your first 50K, 6 figures, $500,000, or a multi-million-dollar business, I have been there. And what helps you start does not help you grow. What helps you grow does not help you mature. And when people say, I need a mentor, which is what I hear a lot on social media, I said, to do what with? Where are you at? What are your expectations? And what are you prepared to invest in? And here's a hint, as you're just about to tee up your 2025 calendar and budget, is you should have a budget line for training and investment. I do, and any corporation does. So treat your business like a business and run it like a business. So here's what I would recommend you look for. First off, you should look to put skin in the game. Secondly, you need to look for somebody who has a track record of results that have been sustained through economic cycles. And that's the key thing that knocks out 90% of the instant gurus that you're seeing everywhere, because they think because they've done something once, or they've done something successfully over 3 months or 6 months, that they're now a business coach or an expert or a mentor. And I call BS. That's not sustained success. And why would you want to hire a one-hit wonder when you already feel like a one-hit wonder? Because truthfully, you're just throwing your money away. You want to look for somebody who's created results, sustained results in different economic cycles. That's one of the things that makes me very unique in the marketplace. I have been in the world of business more than 25 years, and pretty soon I'm going to have to start owning its 30. But today's not that day. And I've helped people create $1 billion. And I've done it in different market sectors, from manufacturing to fast-moving consumer goods, to hospitality, to luxury living, to services and professional consultation. And it doesn't mean that every year has been a growth year. And right now, one of the things that I would really also look for, if you are vetting a potential coach, mentor, or thinking partner, is talk to me about what's going on in the downturn. Because there is truth. Some businesses are in a downturn. And if your business is not in a downturn today, chances are it has been in a downturn at some point. And you need to know, how do you get off the floor when you find yourself missing expectations? That's the first piece of the puzzle. The second thing, though, is it's not enough just to create your own success. You need to look for somebody who has the skill to train you, to share and gift and develop skills so that you can create a repeatable new result. Notice I said repeatable result because again, we want to avoid the one-hit wonders. And I see this all the time. To grow a business, go do this on TikTok right now. Go do this on Instagram right now. Go do this on LinkedIn right now. And again, you are chasing short term. And I will tell you, that is short-sighted. One of the coolest things that's happening right now with my clients is I am watching them and loving their confidence that they will be here in a year. That wasn't confidence that they came to me with. They came to me wobbly saying, I don't know where my next client's coming from. I'm not really sure what room to get into. I don't know if I have great business skills to get to yes, repeatably, profitably, and frequently. But now I'm watching them. And that doesn't mean necessarily that they're knocking the revenue numbers out of the park yet. But I said, your confidence that you will be here in a year is unique in the marketplace because a whole bunch of chatter is the sky is falling. Not for my clients. Whose room are you in? But it is about being able to teach, break down, and find different ways for people to learn, which means you have to have a skill of personal development. You have to have a skill as a trainer. You have to have a skill as a manager, and you need to be able to break it down to small chunks and deliver to a multitude of people with multiple different expectations, with multiple different skill sets, with multiple different commitment levels. And when you start to do that, no wonder there's a lot of sizzle but no substance out there. I have spent a lot of years in personal development in the world of corporate being trained by some of the best companies on the planet how to sell, how to lead people, how to run the organizational operations, how to manage the P&L, how to train people, how to lead people. And all of that I bring to the table as a mentor. And I know how to move a lot of diverse people to consistent results. And you can check that on my website. And every single one of my past clients would advocate and take a call from you and give you personal dialogue on what their experiences were in my business as a coached client and as somebody who I still have a very strong relationship with today. Because my goal as a mentor and your goal as somebody who you're hiring as a mentor should not be to make you dependent on them. My biggest win for you is client growth. My biggest win for me is a capable business owner, confident they know where they're going, confident that they have decisions, and says, I know I'll be here. And that's why I love seeing what's happening with my clients right now, and especially what's happening in 2024. The third piece of the puzzle of what to look for if you are in the market, and you should be, to get the leveraged experience of somebody who's been where you want to go, is that they have mentored and led others for an extended period of time. Which means you shouldn't look for somebody who's just really happy to do a nanosecond with you. An 8-week program or a 12-week program. I want you to understand that when you are committed to somebody who knows what they're doing, you're going to see a lot of cycles. And in my business, when I first started it, I did offer small packages. I don't offer that anymore as a standard because you don't get the results. Because it isn't enough just to have the knowledge. And that's where so many people check out. They dive bomb you in a short burst and they say, it's not my fault if you can't get the results. It's you, not me, and I'm out the door with your money. I don't play that way. I want to see you succeed over the long term. That's why many of my clients do stay for years, because their business needs are changing. And I have been at startup growth and maturation, and I know how to guide you through it. But it is about the fact that you can navigate the rise, which is super exciting, and capacity constraints hit you hard, like cash flow. But they also need to talk about how quickly do you go downward in a retrench of sales and profit. What decisions need to get made. What team members need to get let go. It is a different cycle, but both are part of the journey. And you need to know that when the rise is happening, They're there they're beneath your wings to help you soar. But when you are feeling like it's flaming out, they're also there with a fire extinguisher and are going to help you rise like a phoenix you are. The fourth piece of the puzzle for me is that there has to be expertise through a diversity of experience. And that means they don't have one way to do something. My business is all about strategy. I will always refer you to a really great tactician when you are ready for that tactic. That might be in the world of AI, it might be in the world of a marketing SEO or an ad spend, or somebody who's going to do a high production video shot for you if you're going to be building sizzle reels, and we're going to help you with wardrobe as you're getting on stages. We do all of that. But I'm leading you through the strategy because I recognize the foundations are the key. That means non-negotiably, you know who your next buyer is, you know how to move them predictably, and you know why you're the must hire, and you're confident in your ability to sell. The permutations of how you choose to play, your go-to-market strategy, there's a million variables, and I'm happy to play with that million. I want to ask you when you're a client, how do you want to grow your business? It's the first thing we do in the first 90 days. I always check in with my clients. Where are we on track? And do our actions support what you're selling me? Because the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all business. How you choose to play is up to you, but you need to work with a mentor who doesn't just have a very narrow one way of thinking. And truthfully, finding a mentor in your niche will get you started, yes, but it will not help you find expansion because they don't see expansion. They see with the blinders on. And I, working in so many industries, have a very wide view of what is possible, what's moving, what's growing. And that's why I'm a smart must hire. I'm a smart money decision. So let's pull it together. If you want high quality business success that is about living the test of time and beating the odds of a profitable, thriving, successful business, the one that you feel feels like oxygen, you need to get into rooms with people who are further ahead than you are. That means you need to check your ego at the door. You need to be surrounded by people who have a bigger vision of what's possible for you and invite you into spaces where you can see it, tap into it, and grow towards it. It is about recognizing that you must raise your standard and expand your capacity so that you can reach those new levels, which means stop for the love of God doing the things by yourself and thinking that the answer is a mindset thing, or the answer is a money thing, or the answer is truthfully you're not running your business like a business because you don't have the business skill set you need. Are those other things important? Yes. But great money mindset and great mindset as a whole does not help you if you do not know how to make an offer. Seeing it's not the same as living it. Believing it is not the same as having it. And so you should be absolutely budgeting for skill development and training in your business. And the best money you should be looking for is somebody who will guide you. And me as a business mentor, I think there's 4 things you should be looking for, and I tick all 4 of them, which makes me a smart money decision. Number 1, repeatable success at a pattern across industries and across a long horizon. Results for themselves. I'm a top performer for everybody I've ever worked for, and I've won many awards in that. Number 2, I know how to guide others to the results. You just need to go talk to past clients, read the testimonials on my website, ChristineCampbellRapin.com. Hear other people advocating for me, inviting me into their platforms, into their stages, into their books. It's because I can guide others, and others have a track record of results. So it's not just I can do it, I can guide others to it. Third thing, I have mentored over an extended period of time. Most clients will come into me for 6 to 12 months or longer. And it's not because we're not going to get results fast. It's because I want you to sustain, have confidence repeating, and seeing what happens in the climb and in the setback. Because your ability to navigate both is going to be the difference maker. And the final piece of the puzzle, there's not one way to win. There's your way to win. And when you've got me as your shotgun, I will tell you the chances are significantly better than going at it yourself. So if you're ready to fire up your client growth engine, you should book a call with me, christinecampbellrapin.com/strategy-call. Come and have a more buyers, more money breakthrough session. And let's get the plan in place, because what you want is on the other side of fear, and the fastest path to cash is to be mentored by somebody who has a complete vision, plan, and ability to support the execution. And of course, be here next week for another business-focused vision of what's possible. I will see you there. Have a great week. I will see you next week, and I look forward to our conversation. I'll see you soon. That's a wrap on another amazing episode of Amplify Your Marketing Message with me, your host, Christine Campbell Rapin. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss another great episode. And be sure to visit christinecampbellrapin.com/podcast to get a free resource on how to master your marketing message. We'll see you all on our next episode.